What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mr. Craven. Alright, guys. I got my drop, but I need more transmutation to finalize my build. So, I'm going to finish up some of the dailies on some of my tunes, so I can get those transmutations and finalize that build, and then I move on to the next. And then we move on to the next, and then we move on to the next. So, anyways, one of my favorite things in this game is when they were saying no, you can't do it. I was saying, yeah, no, you can. This is Elder Scrolls. One of my favorite things about ESO is every class can play every role. That is one of the things that fueled my fire as a content creator. I became a content creator initially because I really wanted... I haven't done Castle Thorn yet. I want to definitely take advantage of that. Okay, cool. One of my favorite things was I became one because everybody had a lot of shit messed up in this game. I mean, they had a lot of stuff whacked out. Like, they really didn't understand a lot of the numbers. And then they pigeonholed, you know, these classes as a tank and as... when there was no real specification. It wasn't supposed to be. So when I was rolling as a Nightblade healer, man, I had to go through those moments. And then on the PS4, that's what I was known for. I was known, like, when people, at first people questioned me, but then when I got on PS4, I got in pug groups, a lot of players knew who I was when they saw that Nightblade healer. They knew it. They're like, we are in good hands. We are in really good hands. And I loved it. You know, it really, you know, I made that difference. Little by little. And when people kept saying on other platforms, you can't do it, or when I had high health, I had all my tanks around 40 or over, and people were like, no, that's too much. I'm like, you guys don't understand mitigation. How do you think your shields scale off health? No, boo, boo, boo. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is, man. That's a mitigating effect, right? I'm like, I've been doing this way too long. In every other game I played, I mained a tank. So I would know. You know, I would. They're like, this, and I've heard it all a time or two. This isn't every other game. This is different. This is Elder Scrolls. I've heard it. I've heard it all a time or two. Can't believe I still gave up my Storm Fist, man. That just sucks. I always wanted an AoE taunt in this game, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, but they, you know, I understand the whole. We're not doing it because of global cooldowns. I have a DK tank. I got 4 tanks on this platform. I'd like to have a little bit of everything. And I'm really hoping I don't get like that, like I used to. I've played every class, as every role. No. Yeah. Like staffs, when ice staffs came out, people thought I was nuts. I was like, it's a tanking item. What? Like, wow. Nope. Get out. It's funny now. I was rolling a 2H. I remember people used to give yeah, I could teleport. Thank you. My Apex mount. Okay. Got her. Yep. Alright, fine. Dark shade, yeah. Sure. Gotta do it anyways. Alright. You know what? I gotta check these backpacks. Yeah, they didn't nerf much of the movement speed, I'll tell you that much.
marde.
We got a new lead. Alright. Sorry for wrong horn. I don't care. DPS is fine. Seems adequate. Alright. Get your ass back here. Let's go. Going up.
Or do you lot want to climb another cliff? It's only going to get rainier.
Wah!
Good. This should... Hurry!
She'll Superman your ass. I'm gonna try. I'm trying, y'all. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's what makes this a bitch. No, I was about to say, I just got you up. Get out. Bitch. I will not fucking wipe. That boss can kiss my ass. Q Dark Shade. Q it. Q it. Digital, you got lead. Oh boy. Yo, Calvin, good stuff. Welcome back. Thank you, Irish afternoon, dude. Thank you, Cal. Yo, man, I still remember. You guys remember? How many of y'all remember when they said, when Mystic said, literally said it, death to the meta, and all that good stuff? All right. Man, I still remember. Why does everybody think I always said death to the meta? Because they always said, oh, you can't do this, and oh, you can't do that. Oh, and oh, and oh, and oh. Who was proving them wrong? Who was coming in, hugging with all sorts of stuff? Dude, I got to heal, right? Deltia with my DK healer. Streaming. And got to heal Deltia on my DK healer. Lola was like my inspiration for DK healing. For sure. We remember. That's why, you know, I want to thank you guys, man, for sticking with me. You know, I lost some subs. I did. But you know what? I come back and somewhat I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because the players that, you know, were talking trash are still promoting trash. And they didn't learn a fucking lesson. So guess what? Mystic's back and Mystic's going to prove them. They still don't know shit. They think they do. Here's the deal. You're going to talk shit. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to smack that ass down. I'm the one. Watch this. 6-1 config. And I bet you meta players roll it. And guess who's going to call them out and say, I set the meta, motherfuckers. You don't set meta. I set meta. When you guys are rolling a Nightblade healer in your trials, who sets meta? You don't set meta. I set meta, motherfuckers. It's so cool. Just kill. I'll tell you, man. They ain't. I'm gonna be the one doing it. I'll make a DK healer and I'll put that bitch on a trial on a stream. Believe you in me. I'll do that shit. They ain't setting fucking shit. All they ever did was talk shit. Not one of them got out of their comfort zone. You know why? Because they don't know. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to do it. When healers were rolling sword and board, who set that trend? Who set that trend? And why? Because we were rolling up shields on the bar. Scaling it. Pushing out the max mag. Or max health. You know? Putting our heals up higher. When people were slotting the inner light on one bar, running the utility on the back. Who said it? Who said it? Remember, hit my balls, synergy, stack the synergy. Who said it? Not those fuckers. Not those fuckers. And every goddamn time, and they're gonna talk shit. They're gonna come into my stream when I proved them wrong about the Sunder Flame and the heavy splash effect. Who all showed up? They did. Every god one of them on my stream. And who proved them wrong? I said, you guys ain't min-max shit. You ain't min-max shit. You're over-penetrated. You're overvalued. And you guys don't know a fucking thing. Never did. Never have. And motherfuckers, you never will. Who do you follow? Whose formation are you following? You following my formation. In the end, you always have, and you always fucking will. I'm OG Raider. I don't do it in this game because I don't have to. I've been there. I've been to all the top games as a raiding tank. As a Raider. I've tested for the top end companies in the industry by request. And you guys still think you know? You didn't know shit. I play on North American. Lately, nothing of importance. Shut up, dude. Nothing of importance. Watch 6-1 configs all day. You ain't shit, dude. Get out, you little hate. They all roll my shit. They always have. They always have roll my configuration. Twice Born Star, who smacked it down? When Willpower and Agility was trumping trial sets, who proved it wrong? When the scaling system, who called it out? Man, shit. You ain't shit. You never have been. You was a wannabe content creator who didn't know shit. Didn't even know about DRs, man. Didn't know about shit. Like, it's not cute. Man, I gotta go. It's not cute. I'll just requeue it. But, you know, the thing about it is, I laugh. Because when they said Nightblade, they used my build. My Nightblade healer build. My Nightblade healer build. For Cloud Rest and all that shit when that shit came out. I was like, what? These little bitches. Makes me laugh. I ain't shit, yet they rolling my build. Yeah. Keep telling yourself. Proof is in the pudding and always has. I always say it. I'll roll it up. They didn't set it. They never set shit. When they're starting to go say 6-1 config is like optimal, man, they didn't figure that shit out. They couldn't figure it out with a fucking 10-foot fucking pole.
now. You have done well.
Trying to optimize. They're already trying to optimize CP system. Watch them. Watch them. I'll tell you what. If somebody say optimizing CP system, you know they fake as fuck. If someone says this is the most optimal setup for the new CP configuration, they fake as a motherfucker. They are fake. Because they can't count for shit and don't know about the still the DR system or still the diminishing effects. I never done this. I usually do it first on healers or DPS. So I always feel a little weird doing stuff as a tank on the first run. It's normal though. We'll stick to the fundamentals. But nah, man. God, man, I still love it. I set this shit. They never said a fucking thing. They never said a fucking thing. Fucking ignoring mitigating effects. All sorts of shit.
I swear, what I told you is true. I see no need for this distrust between us.
I see no need.
Showing me a spooky castle proves nothing, Talfig. Get us inside without drawing attention.
I'm glad they brought back some of these characters.
Then maybe we could move
If
fast.
Talfig, I could ask. This Talfig, please.
Alright.
All right, that should draw the patrols. Now show me the secret door.
Yes.
You cannot interrupt Badrat's heart.
And by the way, how'd you like that vet trial? Mystic don't do vet shit. The other day. You guys are fucked. Just because I don't fuck with you guys or fuck with it, you don't need to know anything I do. I had my gold jewelry in PS and you still was like, you probably got walked through. Yeah, shut up, dude. You've been my little hating bitch forever. Forever, ever. My little hating mother-bicking bitch. Reminds me a lot of White Gold Tower, beginning of it. They're good skilled players, man, but a lot of times, man, the obvious, if they were mathematically inclined like they say they were, they said they were, they would realize how the new CP system actually works. And I have yet to see one of them actually understand the complexity of the scenario. What the hell? It's like a form of a leeching set with a bleed now.
Uninvited guests in my home. Please forgive my hospitality. I have not been cleaned in centuries.
These things remind me of, you know, certain things as well. Like I said, I'm getting a very white gold feel. But Castlevania style.
I thought I heard a bit of a scuffle up here.
Honestly, I'm surprised to see you again. I thought the guard dog would make short work.
You should be pleased. No need to fear with ESO.
Well done, Talfig. You brought me a daughter of Verandis as requested. She will complement our Lord's army well.
What is this?
Well, there's a square outside,
Blood flows strong
and we know
when
there's
you-
stairs.
My lady has need of you, but she has no use for the others.
No, you won't get away so easily.
We'll bring it
I
out.
can handle this.
Try it that way first. That cannot be good. That is definitely not good. My food buff wore off. Get out of the way. What am I supposed to... Oh, got it. Oh, that sucks. So you gotta try to kite him away or into... Okay. Okay. That's kind of a cool mechanic, though.
Halfling. Got away. Moved so fast.
When you deal direct damage with the charge, leap, teleport, or pull, you cut your... I cannot... But what the fuck is it? What? What? Dude, what? What? Boy, Zos just trying to get people killed. Why? You know. Bastards. Can we go up this way or not? What the hell is... We'll take care of that nasty tank. Man, I can't wait to play this one on Vet. It'll be nice. Alright. I'm staying away from those fucking things, man. Those things are bad. Back here.
Such power. Perhaps I should not let my pets tear you limb from
I
limb.
do have such power.
Mordaroth can take your soul instead.
Gotta roll away from each other. Yep. I know these mechanics. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, that could have been bad. These sets are nuts.
I think I know where to find Lady Thorn. Push onto the cathedral while I search for clues.
These sets are insane. There's no cancer in PvP. I can tell you, you're fucking high. We don't put overbroken stuff in this game. That's gonna get a giant nerf eventually. Jeez. Okay.
Even I get lost when walking around this castle.
Can we skip it or no? No, we can't. Damn it. Reanimated vampire. Alright. Trying to think of, okay, yeah. And then this way.
tremble before the power you might have wielded.
Explain something. What have you become, Talbot? You know what to wait this time. Monster!
Rise and thrust these bugs. Shatter these fools.
You're not going anywhere this time.
Oh, I take it that's bad.
Hit him as hard as you can. Glad to be rid of that worm. He deserved worse.
That is
The
nuts.
cathedral isn't too far ahead. Lady Thorn should be inside.
That is a nut set. Crazy.
A meal for the pets. Move to flight.
Now I can try my new spells.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like this on vet. For sure, for sure. Because I know there's some one or two little things. There always is. Always is. Always is.
Entertainment I need.
You know what? I hate all the ads.
You found what remains of the prisoners. Such brutality. Wait. Look at all these documents. There's information here about Lady Thorn and the Grey Host. I need to study this.
Study away. Study away.
Gall! Little people coming into my home and destroying my creations! You will pay. Try not to die too quickly. Make me work for it. The blood becomes even sweeter. I enjoy playing with a meal. Enough playtime.
Okay, so we gotta be in the center then. On that mechanic, I take it.
There is no escape.
That's when you want to be out of. We come back in, form up. Okay.
Expose your veins. I want a taste. Now witness the fury of blood.
Okay. You want to be in it and follow it. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Yep. Okay.
Become the feast.
Okay, she tries to knock you down so you could die.
Come to me, Rosa.
Okay, 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 okay. So when she comes... So you throw it at her.
For more
Okay.
supper. You cannot run.
Out of that. Avoid the vampire clouds. Come back together.
Embrace the pain.
Out of it. Out of it.
Scratch. Every cut. The power in your veins fills the air. This meal will be the finest in years. Release the power within your blood. Let the feast begin. Accept my embrace. Let me feast on your terror.
Nice. Okay.
Let me drink your strength.
You ain't drinking shit but an ulti. I can't wait to do that on normal. We got the mace.
It's over. The ancient clan of Lady Thorn is no more.
This is nuts.
I need to speak with
It's
you
like a
about the
leech
founders of
bleed. What the hell, yo?
An undead. My next step is contacting her. The documents. She wanted to find a way. Send me a...
Crazy, man. Nuts. What's the topic for today? The topic for today is I remember when they said it couldn't be done and we did it. Nightblade healing, that's not a thing. It is. DK healing, DKs can't heal. Oh, they can. Sorks can't tank. Oh, yes, they do. This is ESO. I don't get why people think skins mean anything. I mean, it's cool, you know. It's cool. And if you know, fluff's good in this game because they can be bought. The amount of people that has paid for a run through Maul or AS is crazy. I made 40 million from it alone. Yeah, dude, absolutely. You know, absolutely, man, absolutely. Guys, make sure you guys say to my hello to my little hater who's always been trying to be a content creator. So my favorite content creator who didn't know about diminishing returns. Oh, he was my favorite. No, skins are cool if you want to earn fluff and whatever. I much rather have the gear. I mean, if I get the fluff, it's a bonus. Okay, cool. Actually, technically, I'll be honest, I don't really care about skins as much as I do colors for armor, and it depends on colors because remember when we had limited colors in this game? Like and I'm colorblind, red and green. And anytime I get a new color, oh my god, man. That made my life a lot easier, you know. So, and motifs. I'm a big motif collector. So, I always care about motifs and colors. Because I like to craft, when I was crafting gear, that's one thing I loved about the game in this was crafting my style, my look, right? What set me apart. And I really, really always kind of enjoyed that. So that's something I'm into. I'll admittedly. You know, I chase for the colors because that's why I don't care about skins most of the time because I want a look, you know. And I try, you know, I try like that's last skin or whatever. And I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I just don't want to run around half naked. Like, you know, you could probably pull it off on some things. Like the Drunken Sailor thing I had, that might be cool with it or something, I guess. So, I mean, if people want to whatever, I care about the looks, more or less. The armor types, I'm always paying attention to the style of the armors, the motifs that they're bringing out. That's what I'm always paying attention to. I'm like, oh my god. I did Tempest. But yeah. I remember, like, you know, anytime I would play ESO, man, I had to fight with so many people about so many things. And it was like, you can't do that. Yes, you can. You can't do that. Yes, okay. Oh, you've never done that build in a trial. Yes, I have. I don't use trial gear. Oh, I have. I have made builds with trial gear. You guys know that, so I can't say I haven't. But, you know, do I always use trial gear? Well, up until Perfected came out, no, I never wanted to. I was just like, hey, man, you know. But not every build, you know, did I want a trial set. So if I did a trial, if I did it, I might go gear farming. I might go motif farming. Or, you know, I'm like, man, do they have like a new color achievement? Like, I want my Juliana Sweat on this platform. Bad. You know, I did my that DSA just for my bow and my silver. Or my, yeah, for my color. Like Undaunted, man, bronze. I like Undaunted bronze. On a lot of things. But people want to be toxic. That's what they want to be.
They appear to be in some sort of
They want to do it, and I get it. I get it. I you know, I've been like that a time or two in a game or two. I get it. I get it.
Why would they attack us? Don't they know we're here to help?
I don't care.
Someone's going to have to fight through that.
1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on, guys. Sorry, my daughter asked me a question. She's like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm like, that's okay. I was about to say, where in the heck is the boss? Oh shit. Double kill. I try to keep those ads off my DPS because they're the ones that knock things down. So on this boss, I'm trying to manage all three. He doesn't really hit so hard as much as it's just annoying mechanics. I remember when this would kill you though. One second. Ha! Oh no, it's been over there in a bag.
A little help here.
Are you all right? I will send my
I know.
Alright.
The one who sent me. Didn't
I put it in that corner purposely.
you're the one who brought that.
Alright.
This is Rekugams. That poor wretch. It must have been wounded by the Dwemer constructs.
Stand back. We don't know what it's capable of.
It's a netch. They're the most docile.
Wait a minute. We'll give him a second. We'll give him a second. Amanda. Meta is overrated. Thank you, Amanda. You the bomb. You the bomb, Amanda. I won't lie. I didn't support you when you went after Gil, but I wasn't going to start bashing you over. You know, here's the thing. The only reason I got into it with Gil, because he made a comment about DK healing at the time. He made a comment about DK healers, and then he made a comment about trial gear. And I had to go after him on those two premises. Like, he was targeting, and then he kind of bashed my build with the slows, remember? And when I came out with it, like, he's like, well, how brain dead do you have to be to, like, you know, come out with, because people were arguing with me about the infused set. And there was another content creator who wrote it after I did it on PTS. I forget what his name was. He was actually kind of known. But, but I made him a deal. I made him a deal, man. I said, hey, man, if you, like, you know, just, like, recant all that stuff about at least, you know, DKs and, you know, all that stuff, I'll go ahead and, you know, remove every video. And I did. We had a discussion, and I removed all the videos, and I have no ill. Me and Deltia, we get along. Me and D get along great. I played with Cypher before he left. So I get along with a lot of people. I can be a dick. I mean, I agree with that. And I can be, and I agree. And I agree. You're right, Saiyan. I mean, I could have been the bigger man, but put your guys yourself in my position when everybody was ragging on Nightblade healers, sword tanks, everybody thought they understood ESO. And I'm like, no, man. Listen, I've tested for Matt before. I'm like, Matt doesn't come out and tell people how to play. He you know, him and his developers, everybody he's ever worked with in the past. Sorry, this is loud. Anybody who's ever worked with Matt in the past knows what he does. His team comes out with an idea and then they don't talk about it, right? You have to figure out. They try to leave people open to coming up with different things with what they do. That's what like Matt's MO ever always was, man. But like, I smashed the whole shit with Gilliam, man, for real. I smashed it for sure.
What did I ever do to that netch?
Don't need the shoulders. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't cool. It wasn't. There was this big fight. Nas, that little, dude, he still talks like he knows shit, and like he was like, oh, Mystic, blah blah blah, when they tried to go after me for going after Gilliam, and then he said something made him even sound stupid. But I didn't even go there. I laughed. I was just like, okay. How many haters have I had in this game? I've been fighting against the meta community from the get, or min-max community. I'm like, dude, you guys haven't min-max shit. You guys don't even count. My daughter can count higher than you guys can. I'll get a hold of my nephew. He won math competitions. Jeez. My uncle was actually a professor at a head university of math, man. That's why I was like, I'm not a mathematician. Fuck all that. I don't want to be. But I'm not gonna sit here and listen to a bunch of people talk about shit and it's like, oh yeah, we know. And I'm like, no, you fucking don't, dudes. You guys crack me up. Says the community who said there was no diminishing returns. Why is this one always left in the corner? Automaton ring, nice, slick. But I agree with you. I agree with you saying I do. It was bullshit. I should have turned the other cheek. I should have been whatever. I should have ignored the oversights and the little, jabs and pushes and whatever. But I'm not going to jab. That's the whole thing. Like me in my life, you got to understand, like I don't do that in life. Someone make a jab, I ain't jabbing. I'm coming, I'm letting people know who it was. That's who I am in life. I'm just going to make this hard easier on the healer by shielding. Got it. Yeah, I was an ass. I admit it. I can't count past 21, but I got a horrible education. I love that word, education. Any class, any race can play any role. Absolutely. The thing about it is, the way the game, it's an Elder Scrolls game. There are advantages and disadvantages to every element in any Elder Scrolls title. I mean, that they've kept true to that. They, if anything, that's the one thing. But when people said I couldn't do it, that's only fueled me to do it further. The Stam Warden healer with a bow build, that was crazy for me. I never took that into a trial. I was scared because even that was pushing a limit for me to an extent. But I knew I could do it in vets. I knew I could pull it off, but how far could I go? How far could I push the envelope? And I think that was the biggest thing for me, man, in this game. I wanted to do what other people would never have the balls to do. And even Outcast tried to do it. Remember? Outcast was trying to come out with these non-meta builds. Remember? We're coming up with non-meta builds. And I'm like, dude, you can't succeed. And that was short-lived. Because he never understood it. If you can't understand it, you're not going to you're going to have a harder time. He's good. Outcast is great at understanding group dynamics. That's his thing. That's his niche, right? That's how he's able to accomplish a lot of things in this game. Because he understands group dynamics.
If you're looking,
and a lot of things to associate with that. That's Outcast's strength. Right? That is his strength. That is his strength. And he's good at it. And he succeeds. But when you pug any class, any role, and you're trying to pull off things like that, you have to understand it from a whole different perspective. Right? We all have strengths and weaknesses, just like this game. Right? There's not a lot of difference in that element. So the biggest thing about it is, how are you going to approach things? In this game there's a lot of capabilities, man. One of the things I loved about MMOs was sandbox MMOs. Now this is not a sandbox MMO by true definition, but it's pretty close. And that's one thing I loved about Elder Scrolls period. It wasn't like a class-based game. You had to design your character in any Elder Scrolls title. And, being a two-handed caster, you could do that. I mean, it really, stretched your imagination, right? Or what you would think magic derived from or whatever. And in this game, they tried to, implement the same premise into a class-based system, which has its downfalls. But, excuse me, they did a pretty decent job overall trying to hold on to that nostalgia and keeping true to an Elder Scrolls game. So, I got the quest. I just got to go scrap some stuff real quick. But, because I need transmutations, man. I really do. I need 50. I need to get another up to 50 so I can transmute my chest. But if you want to be hardcore, you be hardcore. If you don't, you don't. If you want to consider yourself to the meta, go whatever. But nobody's going to sit here and lecture me when the meta players have followed my lead on more than one occasion. And then people are going to go ahead and talk shit about me. And I'm like, where do you think the meta players got it? Who did it before? I have the video stamp. I got the stamp. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry about it. At the end of the day, I had it on a video before they did. I said it before when people were ragging on me about elegance. When I was rolling an elegance build, and then elegance was the thing. Remember? People were giving me so much shit. You know? And I was like, you guys don't understand what I'm doing. You can't conceive it. It's beyond your capability. And unless you can visualize what I'm doing, you can't fathom it. Not until you play it for yourself. And that's why I've always encouraged people to like think outside the box with this game, man. It's not me being whatever. There's things about you can think about things that I haven't. And that's a great thing. You can come out with a build that nobody has thought of. Trust me. In this game. You can do it. You can do it. And I believe it. I totally believe it. I want that Tempest more than anything. I want the 2. And the more they push that envelope, the more it's literally has gotten better. It's made the game stronger in a lot of ways. But it's been my back against the wall since the get. I don't think the video worked for him because his fan base is meta players and didn't want to see non-meta. Yeah, I agree. But it was short-lived. It was short-lived. And I think as content creators, we get ourselves in that hole, right? Because when I try to play other games, a lot of people didn't like me playing other games because I was an ESO content creator. I lost subs because of it. I ain't gonna lie. But I would get thousands watching my builds on a lot of things. So, I mean, I'm known on every platform. People hate me, but it's whatever. A lot of people hate me, and I get it. But people have to understand. I was just like, I'm not going to be bullied. I'm not going to back down because people don't understand. I'm going to present it in stream. I'll play that bitch in a vet. I'll play that bitch. I'll do it. And if people, but then there's a part of me I try to steer away from becoming the toxic mystic that I was. The mystic raven that was like, yeah, because I can be very arrogant because I do know those numbers so well. I am familiar with, understanding layout of game design and stuff like that. So I'm like, look, man, you're arguing with the wrong motherfucker. Yeah, no, but me and Gilliam, we're cool. I said I wish him the best. And I do. I wish everybody the best. It's nothing personal for me, ever. You know, I mean, I get people get pissed because they thought they knew something, and then all of a sudden, you know, they get all whatever and bent out of shape about it. I mean, I get it, but we've all been wrong a time or two. I've been wrong a lot of times. My kids call me out. My kids call me out a lot.
I'll be dead.
And I love them for it, honestly. I used to get kicked from groups if I was on my Nightblade healer at first, and then, like I said, everybody kind of got used to it. Everybody's like, "Oh, Mystic's in here." I was like, "Y'all are in good hands. We gonna handle business." We come to handle business. That's what we came to do.
Because that Lady Matriarch's dead doesn't mean we get slaughtered. If we get ours,
Yeah, I know. I think somebody was looking for a chest. I still need the staff in this bitch. I never get it. Ever. What the? Oh yeah? Fuck you guys too.
Heal me.
I know I can be a pain, but you know what, saying I agree with you, man. You know I should have been a little bit more just bite my lip. It's just never been my strong suit. You know I don't like people who talk. It's gonna pull. It's gonna pull. There's nothing. You know what? They're probably like, it's another Atro? How many times could this dude do an Atro, man? You haven't seen anything. I love this sort tank. I want to replace one set, and I got to do hauls more to get it. I can do it on normal. I mean, I don't, unless I want to get the achievement. But getting a good group to do it on the vet, that's the issue. Like I said, man, I know a couple people. Maybe I'll go in there, but I don't really care about the achievement. So, I mean, maybe if I want it, I don't know. But I need the set. I wish they would replace these. Oh, anything over there? Ah, man, this person is a chest finder. I knew it. I was like, every so often. Never know, my staff could be in here. Nope. Never is. That's why I've always wanted players to play how they want. I always wanted that in this game. I wanted players to really embody what Elder Scrolls was, enjoy it, and understand that they have a treasure, man. That they have something so unique that might only come once in a lifetime, and they deserve to enjoy it in that context. Not to be, you know, ridiculed or bullied by players who never really understood the game to begin with. You know? If I would have played this Sork tank 4 years ago, people would have been like bitching at me, man. Just for walking in with a Sork as a tank saying it's a fake tank. And I'm like, no, this is my Sork tank. For real, for real. No, no, it's not. No, no, it's a lie. He's lying. He just upped his health to make it look like a tank. And we know that's true. We know that's the truth. So before they did it, I said it. Before they did it, I said it. And that's what I'm trying to get through to people, man. Don't let people, right, tell you, if you have experience in this game, push your bounds, man. Like hybrid building, I would love to do it. I've tried hybrid building multiple times. I have yet to succeed with it. And I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm like, you know, for solo capabilities, yeah, but for like dungeon crawling and trial running, I have yet to succeed at building a capable hybrid build. I haven't been able to do it because I'm losing DPS, and I'm not gonna lie about that stuff, man. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make stuff up. You know, that's the thing. That's something I'm never gonna do. I'm not going to make things up. You know, if it's capable, and I'm sure sooner or later it might well be. You know, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would try to do it. I mean, I know you know, Sherman has made multiple hybrid builds for a lot of solo elements in gameplay, and he's never misrepresented. That's why I've always liked Sherman, man. and everybody and meta players always fucking with him. And I'm like, you know what? That's so not cool, man. You know what I mean? Who's the bullies, man? You know, the funny thing is, a lot of these people might have been bullied in school, and now they become the very thing that they hate. You know, I used to stick up for those type of kids, man. You know, I was a jock in school, I'll be honest, but I didn't like bullies, man. I didn't like people picking on people. I hated it. People try to bully me, but I have a temper. I have a very bad temper. Especially if someone's going to do it in front of my face. I was like, man, you got audacity. I'm like, I give it up to you. We're gonna have a fun round. No, I don't. I just think a lot of times, man, people, you know, they get it. You know, a lot of people don't. Nobody deserves to get picked on. Nobody. And I've caught myself doing it. That's why I was like, I agree with you there, dude. I agree with you. I agree with you saying, I do. I should have been the better person over and over again, man. I agree with that. I do. I let some stupid comment get the better end of me, and it wasn't right. It was not right. We don't get past this. Fuck it. Just pull the shit. Ah! What is going on, man? Man, that was different. I like how it's still on the block. It's like shit. She's gonna Superman that hoe. I refuse to die. Not today, not tomorrow. Oh my. Like, guys, go back to my Nightblade tank and watch the comments. How many dislikes from meta players, and how many people said that was too much life? When people, you know what I'm saying? Go look at it. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, there was a lot of people who just, I had to fight against it, man. And sometimes I had to turn into, and I had to follow the source where they were getting it, the information. That was what was hard for me. I'm glad you're back, PvEing. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But, you know, the biggest thing about it was, you know, I definitely, you know, I had to go against so much. And people were like, well, do you feel bullied? No, I feel bullied. I don't feel bullied by ignorance. I don't. I find it sad. I find it really sad that people didn't understand it.
You have done well.
You can't, it's just like, if people can't understand it, you don't feel like insulted. You feel like, man, they're ignorant. You know, they're ignorant. You know, ignorance. I'm ignorant on a number of things, so it's not just like we all can be ignorant, meaning we have no idea. We don't know, right? We've never been educated in that subject. So when you're not educated in a subject or you don't know, you're ignorant of it, right? And then, like chemistry, I'm ignorant when it comes to chemistry. I'm ignorant, right? I never took chemistry. I don't know really anything too much about chemistry, so I'm ignorant. And when people don't know any better and don't understand it, they're ignorant. And that's not something to be insulted by. That's something to feel sad about, right? That's when you feel sad for people. because you are trying to educate people, but sometimes people don't want to be educated. You're trying to reach out, you're trying to explain things, you're trying to teach them, and some people don't want to be taught. They don't want to be. And that becomes a very, very hard thing to fight against. It's just, it's a battle within itself. So, like I said, man, I mean, at the end of the day, the people who said at first it couldn't be, now they do it. Now they do it. Now they're about it. Now they're all about it, right? Some people are about it, some people aren't. And I think at the end of the day, what are you about? It's not about what I'm about. It's not about what they're about. What are you about? Be you. Be you. You know? You can't make everybody in the world happy, man. You can't. You can't do it. Nobody can do that shit. So don't worry about what people think, man. And like my daughters, man, like, you know, they were like, well, easy for you to say. I'm like, you know, the funny thing is, here's the deal. I stood my ground. I fought my battles. I'm still, you know, a lot of times I still fight my battles. One of the reasons I don't feel bullied is I don't promote physical aggression. But I don't promote somebody having to deal with, you know, a tribalism. You know? I'm against that crap because, you know, I'm like, look, man, every individual deserves happiness. Every individual deserves, you know, their place, man. And I'm not going to go ahead and gang up on one person, man. You know, everybody ganging up because why? Because that person wants to be, that person's different. And that's what we do as a society, right? We stick to the people who think the way we think, the people who see things the way we see it, because then we feel comfort in that. And anything that makes us feel uncomfortable, we persecute it. And then we get other people who don't like it to persecute it. And then we get those people to persecute it. And it just becomes, so they're ostracized. And then what is that? That's bullying. Right? I'm not with that.
This is taking long.
And I found myself pushing the same boundaries, man. Like you said, saying me going after Gilliam for making a comment. Yeah, it wasn't right, and I'm not going to justify it. I'm going to say my reasoning for doing it, but that's not good enough, right? You know, and at the end of the day, man, I wish him the best. I wish everybody nothing but the best. You know, I mean, I wish nothing but the best. But, you know, like I said, I mean, yeah, I called him out. I said, oh, really, Gilliam? Well, why don't you test this and that? And I've called it. I've called people out many times, you know, not about like, you know, content wise, just saying, hey, man, why don't you test the tooltip? Why don't you test it on the dummy? Why don't you whatever, you know? People acting like I didn't know what I was talking about when I streamed it daily, you know? It was ESO daily. And I did it daily. You know, I was fighting a fight that sometimes, man, didn't feel like I could ever win. You know? And little by little, things got better. Little by little, more people accepted it. Little by little, it is what it is. And I still laugh at, you know, people who question me in my life, because I'm like, you still question me. You still, after all this time, you are still going to question me. When will you learn? When will you learn? You know, when will you learn? You have your strengths, and I have mine. I love Nightblade Healer. Nightblade Healer is the bomb. It's so fun to play, too. What makes Nightblade healing amazing, it doesn't feel like a healer when you're playing it. It's one of the most funnest healers to play in ESO. I played them all. And I like how there's a DK healer to me. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding. But it's not as fun as Nightblade healing. Nightblade healing is a blast. It is so fun every time you're on. You're counting your hot, because it's hots, man. You're counting your path. You're lining things. You're fast pace. You're hitting those weaves in between the hot rotation. It is the funnest healer to play. I mean, the one thing it lacks is a cleanse. You know? But it doesn't play like... no healer... some healers have similar abilities due to the restoration staff or to the Destro. But none of them play alike each other. That's why sometimes I still get confused. Like, you can make different ways to do a cleanse in this game. Different ways to apply things. Everybody has their strengths. And the passives for Nightblade are really good, man. You know, for a Nightblade heal. So I think that was one of the strongest things, man. And I had such a struggle. Man, I fought that fight. But when I was doing vet contents on stream and I was going in to, like, you know, a lot of stuff and trials with a Nightblade healer, I'm like, look, do you have a Templar, right? Yeah. Do we have to separate? No. Then trust me, you want me on my Nightblade. I walked into Sanctum Ophidium Vet. They had a Templar. I'm like, how many Templar healers do you need? Do we one? Well, okay. Listen to me. You want me on my DK, especially during this boss. I'm going to mitigate the group just as good as the tank. You know? Without having to worry about, you know, giving up a block. And sure enough. And then people were starting to throw balls and... You know, when I started, I'm like, hit my balls, hit my balls, hit my balls. People couldn't understand it. And then Zoss made that. I felt like when Zoss made the adjustment, I felt humbled. I knew. I was like, thank you, man. You know, I'm trying to paint ESO in a positive way, and never a negative. Do I get pissed? Yeah, I get pissed. I get really mad about the devs and what they do. You know, trust you and me. I get mad. I get really, really mad when I see some stuff and I'm like, why in the... And I'm peeved. And I'm so, like, just beside myself, right? And I'm like, why are they doing this? Why? Doesn't make... No, what the... And I'm throwing a little temper tantrum myself. And whatever. You know, I think we all get caught up into that. I'm no exception to that rule. You know, but out of all the games I ever played, I played this game the longest. Even in World of Warcraft, I would take breaks considerably. After, you know, my trials and stuff. And, well, my raid gear was... People asking me to come back. Especially the last run. I was like, I can't do it no more, man. I can't. I can't do it no more, man, like that. I'm tired of being the dick. I'm tired of it being justified for the content that I'm doing. And I'm tired, man. I'm fed up. I am old and I am worn out. You know, of having to fight with the younger crowd about mechanics and stuff that I shouldn't have to argue about. But I do. Right? I still do. Oh, my phone's in the other room going off and the alarm snap. 1 second. Let me kill this shit real quick. right back. I live in this big house and things can get a little loud the way they carry on in the rooms. I'm like, oh snap. So yeah, I know, man. It's been crazy. It's been nuts. It's been a run. And but this was the game I played the longest. Why? Why did I play ESO the longest out of all the games I've ever played? Because I could do much more in ESO than I could in every other game, regardless of the content. I could come out with different builds and different configurations that I could never dream in any other game. But a lot of games had great content, like Final Fantasy XIV. God, I love that content. I love that content to death. But you know what I'm saying? Would I be able to play it as long as I did ESO? Well, probably not, because in ESO, I could come out with all these different configurations to do things, right? That's what I did. That's what kept me engaged. Because the content is replayable just because of the simple fact that I need the sets to build it. Not that I really wanted to replay the content continuously, but I needed the sets so I could, come out with new configurations, right? New combinations, new ways of implementing my design. And that to me was worth the replay. That was worth me going through it over and over and over and over again. The crafting at one time I admired in this game because, and not anymore, it still has potential always for growth. But at one time you could pair your drop gear with your crafted gear and still have the viability, right? This amazing effect of a marriage between the two. Right? And to an extent you can with transmutation, but it's not the same as crafting a set and using it in PvE. When you use a crafted set in PvE paired with a PvE set, there's something rewarding about that. There's something that makes you feel like they cared about the different elements of the game, right? That they didn't decide with one aspect of a game play. That they really wanted crafters to mean something. They wanted the PvE content to mean something. They wanted and even in the tanks gear. When I saw like some of the gear in that they would come out with, especially in Halls of Fabrication, I had admiration for the design, but I knew the meta players would never go for it. They would never go for it because, Zos overclocked the heal so much that nobody really depended on the tank, and to this day they still don't. They never pushed the mitigating effects to the full potential, and that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. But I still had appreciation for what they were trying to implement, in the design of the setup. So, and now I'm playing in group content in a zone that was once considered endgame solo. Why? Because DPS is crazy, right? I remember when I was critting these things for like 8K, not 12 or 13K. Oh, this update will nerf. Yeah, you ain't nerfing me. You're not nerfing me. Not now. Not when I know how to set it up. No. No. You're going to have to come up with something different, man. You know? It's like that old saying, man, you made your bed, now you have to lie in it. You know? You made your bed, now you have to lie in it. You know, I always tell every game, man, you know, a company, I was like, man, look, you want longevity out of this game, right? You got to think dynamics. Because if you don't plan ahead for the dynamical elements, it's not always about linear progression. It's about the dynamics of the content in which you're trying to implement, and that's important. I'm like, that's going to be the foretell sign of the longevity of your product. World of Warcraft, I'm never impressed with it these days, to be honest. I'm just not. But the content, the storyline and the content is what keeps feeding the player base. It is. In the PvP, it's competitive. It's turn-based still, but it's competitive. And, you know, they can get on, you know, esports and do all these crazy things because it doesn't have to be balanced. It just has to be competitive. It has to be an element of, you know, I still remember when they adjusted Arena. So healing got adjusted in Arena, like big time, because healing was crazy. But they couldn't do it in PvE, and we were getting nerfs, and like a cap, you know, a diminishing effect in healing in Arena. People were bitching about it, but I was like, you know, hey, think about this, guys. If people don't die, the matches last forever anyways, and it should be about skill base, because that's what, if we're going to be competitive. You know, it's got to be, you know, everybody's going to go after the healer first. We know that. That's the name of the game, especially in Arena. But, you know, I always say, you know, if a team's good enough, you know, they're going to protect their healer. You know, that's their asset. You know? So it's crazy, man. You know, I come back and look at the evolution of gaming itself. And I think Elder Scrolls has a product that'll last another couple of years. Because it has the elements of lore. It has that functionality of what Elder Scrolls fans enjoy about, you know, the Elder Scrolls world of Tamriel. And the only thing that could ever kill it, you know, isn't necessarily the community at this point, but, you know, the devs' inability to keep, you know, the context of what they're trying to achieve dynamic. You know? Push the bounds, man. Push it. You know, get it, expand it. You know? Bring it into the fold. You know? Keep it relative, but keep it inside, you know, its capabilities. Some Nightblade damage abilities proc heals that it's way this is fun healing class. It is insane. Nightblade healing, you know, I actually started off as a DPS with the Nightblade, admittedly, but you know, my Qs were whatever, and it was my first tune. And I was like, I don't want to re-roll because I'm just starting to learn this class. And then I was like, well, you know, it's Elder Scrolls, right? It's Elder Scrolls. So let me take a look and dive in here and let me do the math. And we should be able to turn this into a healer. You know, if it's Elder Scrolls. If it is an Elder Scrolls game. You know? And that was the whole purpose, you know, to test the capability. Now, this was before I became a content creator. And I was doing really well. And when I was able to maintain a group, that was the biggest challenge. having people allow me to maintain in a group as a Nightblade healer. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, you did not, you stupid dogs. That's my crux, you bitches. Give me my crux. Oh, yum. Yummy. Oh, crux is so good. The crux is strong with this one. But yeah, no. I definitely, you know, like I said, it wasn't easy for me to even leave. I was just mad. I was peeved. I was beyond upset. And a lot of people couldn't understand it. And I'm like, man, you guys don't get it, man. This is Elder Scrolls. Like, you guys don't take this even remotely as serious. Like, you know, what are we going to do? We're going to start cookie cutting our, you know, all this stuff now. We're going to play the cheap route. I mean, the lore, you know, you do understand the dragons, you know, why there's an awakening, why there's the Dragonborn, and the cycle, why it plays out the way it does, and how each one of these dragons have a, you know, a connection, but yet a different elemental power and all this stuff that contributes to the, you know, I'm like, do you understand that? Do you guys even get any of that? And now we're cookie cutting our dragons and just giving them, oh, this dragon's a frost damage. We paint it white and he'll breathe frost. I'm like, are you fucking serious? That thing, when it by Elder Scrolls standards, if a dragon had like a storm capability and it flapped its wings, the skies themselves would produce storms. Not just the dragon had the power, it influenced the world of Tamriel. And did it make me mad? Yes. Yes. Yes, I got mad. I got very, very mad. You know? I'm like, you can do so much better. There should be a standard. There should be. There should be, you know, a standard for, you know, because this game should cut above every other MMO when it comes to dragons. It should. Elder Scrolls should have been the epitome of the definition of dragon. So, you know, I liked the story, and I did. Oh man, we're gonna blow through this.
Some sort of atomic state. Something's wrong here.
God, man, what is with this? I always feel like I'm lagging. Like right there, I hit that like a second ago. What? $58. Almost 60,000. Nobody's gonna tell me my builds suck. I'm sorry, motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Rewind. Rewind that part. And y'all can kiss my ass. We hit it. We get it. We hit it. Every day. It's Mystic Raven back. Just to make you hit play. And nobody ever listened to a word I say. And that's why I tell them to go fuck off in every way.
Look at them. Someone's going to have to fight for that. Someone has fought against Kwama. I've never seen anything like it. As great as miracles, I have really fought. Oh, I can really handle this.
Oh, we're gonna do it. And that's how we do it. That's how we. That's how we roll.
that neck. I think the engine is the cause of what we've witnessed here.
All right. Damn it, I hate when I do that. Come on, come on. I don't care. Pull them all, I don't care. Come on! Ow. But, oh man, come on. Advance. Ooh. Ooh, baby, 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 baby. Another ring. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Let me in. P-U-G. If that's pug mentality, we pugging. Pugging, pugging, pugging till the day. Yeah, thanks, Zoss. Just keep moving. Oh no! We all got blasted with the burst of flames on both ends. Just heal. Yep. Keep healing. We've all got busted. We were all in the same stack. I was trying to keep ahead so I wouldn't trigger both. Come on, yeah. Pull that bitch. God, there it is. Come on. GG. All right. He on PC right now. Are you on console or PC? I'm on the PC at the moment. Apex. I started off on console on PS, but I'm on my PC account. I just recently came back, so. All right. Let's go ahead and turn in, scrap up some stuff, all that good stuff. But you know, I like it because I got people hating on this build already. And I'm like, you know, you guys are high. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what they say. I do. I stream, I do. I stream, I do. I practice what I preach. Kiss my eye. Watch, man. 6-1 configs. I'm telling you guys. I did the math, man. People ain't telling me anything.
It's fun for dismantling.
And I'll call them out. I will say this. I'm not going to call them out specifically. Any content creator who thinks they've gotten one setup for every class with every build is a fake. Is a fake. And does not understand the numbers. I'm going to say it again. Fake. Fake. Every day.
The right tool.
You couldn't count to save their lives. And you know how I know? Because a lot of them follow one man's lead thinking everything's the right way when not necessarily everything is the right way. And that's how you know. I'm like, oh my God, man. You guys majorly just overlooked some shit. You guys, man, bunch of sheep. Follow the fucking leader. That's all it is. Follow the leader. Bunch of kids still in grade school, pretending to be adults. So, anyways, man, I'll tell you what, guys. I want to thank you guys, man, for the support, the love. You know, death to the meta every day. Every day. Every day. 33, I got some more to get out, grind out. We'll get that build done. We'll post it up tomorrow. We'll be done and over with. You know, it's going to be easily accessible. It's going to be maximized for the level of content. There are going to be elements that you can improve upon always. And I will stress that. But, you know, I'm never going to mislead people to put out a build that isn't functional or isn't going to be able to, you know, contend in content. And I'll never say the word BIS ever in this game. I just something I'm very dead opposed. And I don't like to provide content that isn't readily accessible to the masses. I want players to be able to increase their level of performance regardless of the level of content. Okay? That's what my channel's always been about. That's what we continue to push out. And I'm going to try to optimize and maximize your potential based on the bare minimum content all the way up, pushing you to the next level. Then if you wish to go ahead and follow those meta players and you feel that what they have to say is relevant to you, by all means, that is your prerogative. But what this channel represents and embodies is trying to get everybody up to that goal, and regardless of where you're at. As always, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystics MMOs. Thank you. As always, have a nice day.